Hi everyone, today we're playing Minecraft. So, when I first logged into the world, I decided to pick up a couple mushrooms. I didn't know what to exactly do first since I haven't played Minecraft in like 4 years. So, I did just decide to just get a whole bunch of mushrooms. I know the common thing to do is get tools first, but I'll probably just do that later. So, I decided just to get a whole bunch of mushrooms. Then I started walking about to see if I, see anything. I realized we're in the forest biome. There's nothing much here, so I just bumped around. I was hoping to find a village because all this space we have here, and I just kept seeing the shoreline in the distance. So as I was walking around, I kept running into walls, but I kept walking about and I was enjoying myself until I realized there was this cute dog here. But sadly, I had no bones, no meat, so I couldn't tame it. It was the most cutest thing ever, so I probably will get a dog later on. So as I kept walking around, I then saw foxes, which I liked them, but they kept freaking running away from me. So, I just ignored them, and they kept running from me. Then I saw some berries, which I know you can eat berries from my little bit of research of some of the updates. So I just picked up a couple, happy and all that, because, oh yeah, I found some berries. And out of nowhere, I ran into the berries, which I was frustrated because I was like trying to get some, so I didn't get the rest of them. So I just ended up walking away and going into the water because why not? So I see I got a new achievement and all that, and just to make a boat. So I decided to start walking around, enjoying myself and all that. And I saw some more wolves, which these ones are also cute. And I saw this tiny little baby one, which was the cutest out of all of them. I really wish I had some meat and bones at this point. So I saw some sugar cane, so I decided to get some. Knowing you can make paper from that, and you can have sugar to make cake. So I decided to just collect some of it because why not? And then I saw more mushrooms, and I decided since I see all these mushrooms, I really don't need to get all these. I decided to keep swimming about for a while and looking around to see if I can see anything, but I kept going back under the water. So as I was getting to this other side of the thing, I realized there's more mushrooms, so I just kept getting more. I decided to just say I love mushrooms because I guess I wouldn't really eat them in real life anyways. But as I was walking about, I realized there was a cow. I decided to start attacking it, but then I was like, oh wait, I need tools. So I started to break down a tree and all that, making sure if I, had enough so I can do what I needed to do. So I just broke it down. I didn't break the whole tree down because why should I do that? Well, even though I should, but I decided not to. I decided to make a crafting bench, and I realized I needed red mushrooms and a bowl to make soup, which sadly I did not have. So instead of doing that, I decided to put my crafting table down and make some wood and make some tools first. So I decided to just make a sword first because I was like, oh, if I just make a sword first, I can just kill the cows and get it over with, so I don't have to do much. So I decided just to kill my first cow, and I was happy seeing there's new recipes to make leather armor was nice because we'll just make some later on. So as I was more running about, I saw a couple sheep, which made me really happy because more sheep. Perfect, I can make myself a bed. That's why I third spot until after I killed this sheep, I was like, oh wait, I got black wool, and then I was like, oh, that's good. I saw a gray sheep, so I decided to kill that. And then I realized I was not using my sword, instead I was using sticks. But I was like, oh well, I'm just gonna kill the stupid sheep, whatever. Since I realized, oh wait, I can't make a bed, I need 3, and also they're not the same color, I decided to just be like, oh well, I'll leave that little sheep by itself. As I was jumping about, I see a big mushroom. I decided to break it down because I know you can get red mushrooms if you break them down. I didn't see any hit the ground, so I was thinking, oh, maybe they didn't. Maybe I was doing it wrong. And I decided to be like, okay, maybe it's from the stem. And then I just gave up on the tree, on the big mushroom. So I decided to just keep going because how bored I was because I couldn't immediately find a village. I was like, hold up, why did I fall? And I didn't even realize I climbed on the vines. So I just kept moseying on my way through. As I was walking, I saw another mushroom. I decided, no, I'm not going to take that one. I just kept looking about. I was looking first for a good place to start where I'm going to live at. Saw some bees. I'll come back to that later, but I thought I'd just keep running about. I was first really looking for somewhere to live and enjoy myself. And then I saw it. Pumpkins. I realized I was getting really close to a village, which made me really happy. As I was going in a village, I realized it was really small, but it was a decent place. So first thing I did was open a couple places. As I first get into the house, I realized I opened the chest and I found more sticks and bread, which is good because I was definitely hungry after all that sprinting I was doing. So after doing that, I decided maybe I should just go, but I was like, hold up, there's still more chests, so I decided to see which house I should go in first. I decided to go in this one to see if there was anything good. I saw more bread and a sack, but I forgot to grab it. So I set my spawn point. So I started to just kept looking around the village to see if I can see anything good. I kept going into these houses that had nothing in them except a saw. I'm thinking it was a sawmill. So as I was just jumping about, falling into water like I usually do, I see another sawmill in a couple places. So I see this place. So I go up in there to see if I see anything else good. So as I went in there, I opened it and I saw, okay, this time I actually took it. I actually took the sack this time and took some more bread, put some of the bread into the sack, took a compass, but I was like, well, am I really gonna need that? I was like, yeah. And I decided I'm going to also take the paper because I also wanted to start writing so I could write certain things down. I was about to leave a couple of my things and I was like, oh shoot. I don't want to do that now. So, as I was seeing it was getting a little bit dark outside, I decided, nah, it's fine. I can stay out a bit longer. It wasn't that dark. So, I kept looking around to see if there was any good houses that had a lot of stuff in it. But sadly, all these houses were pretty boring. But, kept looking around, keep walking into these empty houses as usual. And I was like, well, there has to be a good house. Walked into that guy, but I was like, come on, there's to be at least a good place, like a blacksmith or something. Walked into this other house. As I went in, saw more bread, so I took it because I'm gonna have to eat. I can't eat raw meat. I also realized I need to, cook my meat. So as I was about to leave, I decided to take the bed. And I decided, since it was getting a bit more darker, I decided to just go to sleep. I would have went back to that house, but I was like, nah. Instead, I closed the door and decided to sleep in here because I know none of the villagers can get up here and just be in the bed. So I broke a couple things so I can just, lay down. So I decided to put all my stuff from my main slot and put them all in my inventory. So I didn't have to have so many things in the front. I really still had in my mushrooms, and I switched out for the bed. And then I put my bed down and went to sleep. So I can just keep my spawn point. The next day, I immediately decided, well, I guess I'm just gonna go look around. Then I got irritated because I accidentally broke the thing without me realizing it. So I was trying to go back up. Then so I put back down and I saw this village. And I was like, hold up, why are you in here? This is gonna be my house. So I decided, yeah, I'm just gonna destroy it. Go be a blacksmith or something. Then after that, I decided to look around again, see if there was anything new, but no. Saw a cow, a zombie, creeper, chicken, nothing really interesting. So I started to keep walking around, just going up and down, just checking to see if I find anything interesting. I saw another dog. They really interested in me because it was the same dog I saw earlier. So I started to climb this mountain, which it was in a good place because I was like, oh, well, if I get somewhere high, I can probably see the surrounding area. So as I was going up, I was wondering what should I build my base, because I'm not staying in the village forever, because if I do that, then what am I gonna do? I kept climbing, I kept getting stuck, I didn't really want. And then I saw pumpkins again. I was like, oh my gosh, is there another village nearby? Which I thought would be good, because if there's another village, then it'll be good to, get some more stuff, like more bread, even more food for my base that I'm starting. So I looked out, and all I saw was more mountains for now, so I didn't see anything. So I decided to keep going, and I was planning to jump down. I was like, oh shoot, I'm definitely gonna die. So I decided to just keep trying. Even if I got close enough, I was scared to just die. I was too really away from my spawn, and I didn't lose all my stuff. I just fell in the water. I was hungry and only had a couple of hearts left. So as I was drowning because I was so confused, I decided to, keep going. I first thought maybe I should get up here. Then I can probably get a better look at the vast area of me. And then Australia still was having fun. As I kept climbing upwards, I wasn't really probably gonna see anything. I was like, look at this. I spotted a chicken in the water, which I didn't sign up to get anymore. I was gonna question why it was there. I saw a more easier way up to the mountain range I was at before. So as I started to, walk up there, I saw how big it was, so being empty. So I started to think, oh, there's no village nearby. It just looks like vast mountains. So I decided to open my bag and get out some bread because I realized how hungry I was. So I just ate a couple of bread, and then I was hungry. I saw some cherry blossoms. So I was like, oh, that's cool. Maybe when I decide where I want to put my base, I can just cut it down and see if I can find any saplings. I saw a rose, so I could take it. I was like a big die with them. So I took about 2.
So I was just, going back what I was doing, going back to the cherry blossoms, which I definitely was gonna need those. So as I was just drinking them, trying to get my best to get to the cherry blossoms as fast as I could. Because I want to go and see if I can find another village closer near the area. And I had to take a break for a second to do something. Then I kept going and my flower sign was, oh yeah, you can make banana pearls, which I was happy. So I started to break some of the tree saplings. Well, timing so I could see if I could get any saplings. And I got one. I just wanted one cherry sapling from that's already. So I just kept going. I wasn't really thinking about much. Yeah, so I just cut another sheet down because I was planning on doing something. Because I really wanted to play Minecraft on my computer, but I didn't have that. So I started playing places. I was just trying to get as high as possible. Trying to see if I could find, a village. I saw more during the living, so I decided to just jump on them. Which I guess I would say was lucky because out of nowhere, I see a zombie. It was trying to get me, but I didn't really want to fight it. Breaking my wooden sword, trying to fight it. So I decided to just run away and not have to deal with it. So I kept on venturing on. I saw more cherry blossoms, which I thought this one was pretty perfect. I'm like, wow. Look at all these cherry blossoms. I don't really probably need to worry about going anywhere far since I wanted to live somewhere that has cherry blossoms and all that. I do really want to, go somewhere far from spawn just in case if I do die or if I lost my life. I wanted to be able to just run in a couple directions and find my spawn real quick. So as I kept going, I noticed this big mine shaft. I was wondering about going down, but I'll probably do that in the next episode. So, as I kept going, I killed another sheep because I needed 3 white wool, so I already have 2. Well, 2 of the 3 I need. So, I decided this biome was pretty perfect, and I was thinking about coming back to it on a later date. I noticed this mountain and more pumpkins. So I was like, hold up. Well, maybe there is a village nearby. Then water started to fall. I wonder what happened to cause the water to start falling, but I didn't really care. It was nice. Like, there's a lot of great places so I can build my house. Well, more really a base because I might need more prime time to do that. So as I was, walking around even more and looking about to see if there was anything interesting, I fell in a hole. So as I kept going, I realized that I might actually be lost. I just kept going straight though because maybe if I keep going straight, I'll find another village and it'll probably be better than the last one. I already had all my stuff, so I didn't really need to worry. So I decided to start climbing this mountain to, get a better range of what's down and below, and I got into the snow. I started to panic because I never saw that before. As I was walking up, this was even a better base because I was so shocked because there's so many great places to build. And as I was going, I noticed it from afar. A village. So, of course, my ultra instincts, I decided to go down there and see if the village was good. It was a bit far away, but I thought maybe it would be nice. So I was starting to think about editing the videos, since all I found was a village. And that was mostly what I found. As I was running down a bit, I started to walk, looking at the village, seeing how many pumpkins were there, and I forgot that you could make pumpkin soup, I think, or I don't really know. As I was walking, I saw a village. Then I was like, oh, I'm gonna attack it. And I remember it then just turned into a villager. I don't know, it was a different kind of villager. I just looked at him. I noticed that the sun was setting, realizing that I might need to stay here for the night. But as I was going down and thinking about ending the video, I went to this house that I'm probably going to stay in because it looks perfect for what I'm going to do. And as I was looking around at things, I decided to look over, and then I saw an end portal. But I decided that I'm probably just gonna wrap up the video, since I can always explore that next video. So thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time.